things up, making sure you get all those vegetables done. And we had unfortunately a few problems. Apparently our friend is back, right?
Life isn't always beautiful.
Yeah, our friend came back and ate some of the beans.
Yeah, so we're actually, it's not too late to replant.
Yeah.
So
really?
We're actually going to go through, yeah, so 4th of July is usually right about my cutoff.
Okay.
And so you can kind of see our buddy came in and ravaged our beans, ravaged our broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. And so we're going to go through, replant this week. That'll push the harvest back a little bit, but we'll still get produce out of that area. So
if people haven't had a chance to do it, this is the time, this is the weekend to probably get it all done.
This is it. Like, I mean, herbs you can plant all the way through the end of the season.
Right.
But, as far as like, zucchini or tomatoes or other things, and there are also larger size vegetables that you could buy so you can get a head start on it.
Just stuff that's already has a little bit of flour on it.
Yeah, it's got flour on it, it's got some size on it, it's already got a big jump start on it. And so within the rest of the garden, I mean, the eggplant are beautiful.
It's going great.
The tomatoes are beautiful. The peppers are great. The herbs are great. The potatoes are taking over the world.
As they do.
As they do.
Yeah.
And so we'll be harvesting those probably late July, early August. But as we get into July, you're going to start seeing problems develop within the garden, namely with fungus and insect. And so within your lawns also, but namely within the vegetable garden. So the 3 main things that you really want to take a look at is tomatoes, and really anything. If you start to see leaves curling, you start to see things flying around, you tap the tomatoes and you see like white fly bugs come up. So that means you've got white fly or some other insect. So with that, you want to use Captain Jack's. It's an organic insecticide. So it works very, very well.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It'll help treat everything.
I had that on my hydrangea.
Yeah, I mean, it works beautifully everywhere.
Okay.
And then worms are starting to become an issue. So a lot of caterpillars are out there now. So if you're starting to see them in your vegetable garden or even, within your landscape, BT is the best thing. It's organic also. It's the best thing to treat for it.
Is that where you might see those little holes in the leaves where they're kind of starting to gnaw on them?
Yeah, you'll see them. And actually, you'll see the caterpillars.
Themselves?
You'll see, I mean, they're not hiding. They're feasting. So, and they'll defoliate. I mean, the amount of work that they can do in a day is crazy. And then finally, especially if you've got zucchini, cucumber, plants that that are really prone, especially in the garden, like garden phlox, plants that are really prone to disease, you want to get ahead of that. So if you get behind it, you'll never ever catch up. So start spraying those things. This is copper fungicide. It's organic also. It works very well against disease, but you got to get ahead of the disease. If you wait till it's already there and established, you're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, it's not worth
getting ahead of it, spraying it while it still looks really pretty is really important.
We've had a lot of dry weather. People's lawns starting to turn brown a little bit. So how do we get in that next step to make sure we're ready for the rest of the year?
You want about an inch of rain a week, or an inch of water a week. So you want to go in through that. And then also for lawns, it's also time to put down your step 3. So just your summer fertilizer application. So time to get that down. If you've got weeds, you want to make sure you're spraying them. But if you're spraying anything, don't do it when it's above 85 degrees. So it's important for it to be cool.
Oh, okay.
So you want it to be below 85 when you go to spray. But if you've got roses, make sure you're staying on top of spraying your roses. I hate to say I'll spray, but this time of year,
that's what you got to do. Yeah,
it's part of the ballgame.
Because this is when the insects are popping up, like you said, and some of the caterpillars, and you got to make sure they're taken care of. So
if you want to be successful through the season, right now is when you want to pay attention, and that'll carry you all the way through.
And okay to get some planting done, but you probably got to do it by Monday, by the holiday.
Well, for the vegetables.
For the vegetables,
you want to do it sometime in the next 7 to 10 days, and then after that, I think our window's pretty well gone. But as long as the temps stay cool, you can plant in the yard pretty much all the way through the summer.
That's awesome.
So, just watch when the temps get above 90. That's really when you just want to be careful.
All right. Well, good.